magnitude and kind of what the coaches asked him to do, but he took what we asked him to do and ran with it, and then some. So hats off to him. He played a hell of a game. He's an awesome player, and I think it showed tonight. I mean, it's no surprise to me because I've seen it since he got here last January. So we're super proud of the kid, super happy for him, super proud for all these seniors, and everybody who deserves to get a win like that. I think with all the ups and downs this season, it was great to finish on a note like that. So
it seemed like when the game ended, I think you ran up to him, picked him up over your shoulders. Basically, what was going through your mind at that point? You know, what was that moment like?
I mean, I don't really remember at that point what was going through my head, but it was just a special moment for him. His first signature win, his first win as the starting quarterback here. He's got a really bright future for us. Just so happy for him, and just kind of he didn't get fazed by the moment, and just kind of it was a big day for him. So I kind of wanted to let him know that, and kind of let him know that it was obvious to all of us how well he played. And so, but
how impressed were you specifically by the way he ran the ball? I mean, obviously the first touchdown he literally runs right into a guy, drops his shoulder, and doesn't knock him over, but flips over.
Right.
Basically, just what impressed you about just what he was able to do running the ball?
Just how he kept coming back, and when he would get smacked or take a couple hits on the way down on one of those QB runs, he'd come back and be like, "This is nothing. Like, we're good. Let's go." Just kind of his composure and his toughness, and he's a gamer, and I think that really showed today. I mean, we've seen his skill, we've seen what he can do throwing the ball and kind of running on certain design plays, but today I think we really saw for the first time how much of a gamer he is and how he steps up in big moments.
Brian, I know you guys go into every game believing, thinking you can win, or else you wouldn't be playing at this level. But I mean, can you pinpoint a time during the game where you thought, like, this is actually happening, we're going to do this?
I'm not necessarily sure if there was a moment in the game, but kind of throughout the week, I said to the guys a couple times, and even last night, I said, I'm sick and tired of hearing about the West Virginia game and the Clemson game last year. And it was brought up like David versus Goliath a couple times. And I said, I don't know what you're talking about, because from what I see, it's a beatable team in terms of we knew that there was talent across the board last year at Clemson, and that they were so, like, I thought, for me, what I said to the guys on Thursday was it was a lot harder for that team to win last year than I think it would be for us to win this year. And I think I feel confident with that, especially after getting a win like that today. But in terms of in the game, probably after that, I don't know if it was third or fourth down, the shovel pass to Quadri in the end zone, I kind of at that point kind of figured, we can establish our will against these guys, and kind of got to kick them while they're down.
You might be sick of hearing about those other games, but do you feel like you guys really sort of just embrace this kind of identity for Pitt of, we're not just going to go down and lose to these teams no matter how highly ranked they are?
I think so, and I think especially with it being the seniors' last game, we wanted to get it for them and kind of be able to send them off on a high note. They mean so much to this program, and especially for them, that added an extra meaning for us. Their last game at Heinz Field. So, I mean, I guess, but at the same time, a win is a win, and kind of you want to approach every game the same. I'm looking to win every single game. That's just kind of my mentality. But I mean, it was no different for me leading up to it, other than I had some good defensive players that I kind of had to worry about.
Ryan, what was the huddle like as the second half progressed and you guys were starting to assert yourselves? What was it like in the huddle?
We were really focused on ball security. That's kind of something we kept saying over and over, is how important it was to protect the ball. I mean, both of those turnovers we kind of gave them. So being able to protect the ball and stay ahead of the sticks on first and second down, that was huge for us. And we did a better job of it in the second half than we did in the first half, that's for sure.
Who was showing all the leadership in the huddle?
Kenny. And it was no surprise there, and kind of some I guess two guys were talking at one point in the fourth quarter when it looked like we were going to drive down and score to win, and he just looked at him and grabbed him and told him to shut up. And, you know what I mean? You want that out of your quarterback, and that was probably the biggest thing for me that I saw from him today was that one moment, and I was like, all right, yes sir, you call the shots, bro. You're running the show. So, but Kenny really was. He was really kind of vocally the most vocal I'd seen him was today.
What's this win mean for the future of the program?
I think it springboards us into a great offseason and kind of where we want to go as a program. I think it really asserts ourselves as kind of we can still be there at the top of this conference. And, it's definitely a big confidence boost for everyone.
Ryan, you get the ball back after Quadri's touchdown, 90 yards, and there's 9 minutes on the clock. You guys go all the way down the field, mostly running plays. How satisfying was that drive for the offensive line that's had an up and down year?
It was huge because we've had opportunities like that throughout the year to really have that drive and really have the one to either go win the game or go run the clock out, and we had it. So kind of that was big for us in terms of our growth as an offensive line, how important that drive was to us. And it was critical to win the game. But once that pass that went through number 2's hands and Quadri caught it on the sideline, that's when I kind of knew. I was like, there's like 6 minutes left on the clock. Like, we got to go. We just got to get it down to 3 or 4 minutes at that point. It's a 2-possession game. So
Kenny said
Kenny and Coach Narduzzi both said that you guys don't know that Kenny's going to run a bootleg.
I had no literally no clue. I mean, I'm just so worried about it. Number 80 was doing a good job doing a swim move on the backside all day, and I kind of was like, oh man, like this is going to be a hard block with the ball running to the outside of the right. And I was like, hey, you got to give me a hand, like as much as possible. Give me a hand before you try to go up to the linebacker. He's like, all right, bro, I'm trying. He's flowing fast. I'm like, all right. So I just turned and ran, and like I cut him off, and all of a sudden I see Kenny pull it. And I'm like, oh my gosh, because it's either going to be a home run or he's going to get sacked in the backfield. It depends on who is contained. But yeah, I had no idea. None of the offense had any idea except for Kenny, which it probably works better that way, so there's no hesitation from anybody. Hell of a play call.
Do you guys